Hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. It means a lot. Also, what means a lot to me is those people who have subscribed to me. Thank you so very much. It means so much to me. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my heart and beyond. Please comment in the section below, just so I know how you're doing. Okay, mentally, physically, emotionally. So what do Sagittarians need to know today on the 6th of July? What do Sagittarians need to know today? What do Sagittarians need to know today? What do Sagittarians need to know today? Right, let's have a look. Okay, so I'll do one card at a time. So, we have a Seven of Swords scenario going on. So this kind of hints at let's leave things where they are. Let's move away and collect what's useful and put down what's not. Sometimes it's about just removing yourself from a situation altogether. Sometimes it's realizing that that situation wasn't really applicable. So realizing on a mental issue that communication hasn't been going as smoothly as it should do, and all communications, probably because Mercury was doing a naughty thing, retrograde, but now it's moving away. So we can move away from these situations that we don't really want to get entangled with, and we can be more honest with ourselves and others. So that might be a good aspect to look at. We can see here, Sagittarians, that having a rest is applicable, a bit like yesterday. So putting these ideas to really rest them. Sometimes what we're told, we need to digest. We need to digest all this information before making that one valid decision that we can move forward with. So we need a little bit more. So the information that we've taken away from this situation, we need to digest it and see if it's really resonating with us. Is it true? Do we have to put them in little boxes, so to speak, and look at them and see if it's our truth or is it their truth? It can be confusing, and that's why we have to digest it, have all the information. Is that someone told me truth, or is that a lie kind of aspect? Also, you've got the Page of Cups here. So this is a great day to really meditate on life itself. What new life is coming into your life? Maybe on this thought process you can really see clearly that religion might be interested, spirituality might be on the cards, but also what else? What emotionally input can you give? What sharing and giving aspect of today can you grow into? For some of you, new learning or children can be an aspect to look at. What is it that your child may be teaching you? There's always lessons to be learned from everyone, whether they're applicable or not. And this is why this card's here, to leave what's not applicable in your life and pick up that which is. So children and adults and elderly parents can teach us a lot of things, but it depends what's applicable. For a lot of you, there is the aspect of being rich. Rich in spirit and rich in your emotions. So for some of you, you may be thinking right now of charity work. What charity can you give? Charity doesn't necessarily mean giving money or even volunteering in a charity shop. I would strongly recommend you search what charity is, true charity, because this is quite a charitable card for Sagittarians today. So if you want to investigate that, then please do. Especially when you're meditating. So there is an aspect here of Ten of Swords, like a pincushion. So maybe you're having some sort of I was going to say psychic attacks, but that's not true. Some thoughts that are headed your way, not by me, some thoughts that could be headed your way are not applicable to your situation. So this could be friends or family or things like that have, you know, said things, or bad thoughts or gossip or all that sort of entanglement. And this is why one has to really rest up to what's really going on. So if someone's pulling you down with what words are being spoken, or heavy stuff that's not applicable at all, then turn away, rebirth yourself into the situation of a new way of thinking. That will be a very good charitable act to give to yourself, really. So here we are, the Three of Pentacles, working hard. That may be typical. So you're very skilled at what you are going to develop now here. It could bring a lot of fortune if you allow it. If you work as part of a team to enable this. This is why the information and the rest card is here, because the way of learning is going to enable you to build upon your strengths. The strengths that you have now, you can build on significantly. So this is why I said charity work. On an emotional level, you can really give. Sagittarians are quite giving people, writing, if that's not so. But it's like learning from other people, and teaching is the same. When we teach, we learn. So the whole process, the whole cycle is a new way of looking at things. So when you're using your intuition today, close off, well, don't close off, but don't give any focus or attention to the old way of thinking. This is all finished now, because we've put it to bed. We're relearning how to give to ourselves on an emotional level. So tapping into your intuition may be a good way to just sit down and meditate. Deep breathe and just breathe in the day. Tapping into your higher self, your spirit guides and your angels, asking for love to enter your life fully from the source, from God. Really be grateful for that this is around at the moment. So you can see for yourself that intuition is higher than all this clutter of the mental mind. It's going beyond that and giving yourself more life. The truth is out there, they say. The Two of Swords, decision time. Making a decision or preventing yourself from making a decision now. If you use your intuition, you can take the blindfold off and see quite clearly the truth of your situation. The emotions don't have to be all over the place. In fact, they're very calm today. You'll find a calmness that perhaps you haven't touched in a long time. So reconnecting with emotions and intuition is very strong here. So here we've got the Three of Cups, all about celebration, friendships, socializing, and having events come towards us. But connecting back to what you're giving to yourself, and the charity of giving and receiving and love will be here in abundance if you allow it. The more happy you are that you can tap into, you can attract more of. It's a learning ability to tap into both these aspects to be able to celebrate who you are on an emotional level. We can't always be happy all the time, and that would be very exhausting. However, it is in the personality of a Sagittarian that they are positive and happy. So that's good. Tapping into a higher level and asking. Asking comes through here quite significantly. Ask your spirit guide to help you celebrate your life. Celebrate the learning and the new life that's coming in quite significantly is here. making the decision to really see things, open your eyes, open your heart to the light that's around you. You can see this Major Arcana card pulling you away from that which is no longer needed. This is a very balanced card to bring about change, significant change. So going away from old ideas and old whatever decisions that aren't yours. This will allow the movement to be in your life, to move away from that now. Some of you might even be deciding to travel more when the time's right, but for this card here, it might be just travelling in your mind with visualizations or meditations, which I actually have a playlist for. But moving forward is in the right direction now. It's giving you the ability to travel to places that you haven't been. So being stiller, quieter, really going within, having the new direction of thoughts, not fencing yourself in and not cornering yourself, because after all, Sagittarians like their freedom, don't they? So whoever's fencing you in. Right, we'll just do a healing card, Sagittarians, just to have a meditate on today what's going on with Sagittarians. Right, let's do that one. Okay, so for you, it's the flow of life. When we flow in the right direction, especially with the Page of Cups here, we can flow all our emotions into one aspect. One aspect is our heart. If we flow all the love into our hearts, the magic happens. If we trap things and thoughts in the web of life to stop the real flow, then we become stagnant. So we have to keep changing, we have to keep flowing, and that's why you have the Chariot today. That'll help the movement, help your emotions move where they're supposed to be moving. We won't collapse in a heap and we can move on from that. So the flow of life is very important. Being relaxed to go in the direction where we're meant to go in is tapping into our intuition on a higher level. So I really hope that's helped Sagittarian today. Thank you so much for watching, and lots of love to you. And be gentle and kind, please. Thank you.